Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey guys, welcome back.
Joe and Kevin here.
Hello.
It's finale week, baby.
Yeah, of course not planned, but we've got 3 finales we're recording today,
Yes, we do.
and it'll all be up on Patreon the next day or two. Schitt's Creek,
Yep.
season 2 finale,
Yep.
Mad Men season 1 finale,
And
and the one
we've
we've really been looking forward to, The West Wing season
Yes.
1 finale.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, this is gonna be a great day.
I know. All of our favorite shows we're knocking out.
Yeah.
We didn't record on Monday
Right.
because I had an issue with my car. But regardless, we're back.
We're getting
on a
caught.
long day.
We're doing a long day to get it all caught up for Patreon. Absolutely. Yeah, very excited about
I'm
wrapping
pumped.
up some of these seasons. I know.
Season 2 of Schitt's Creek, though, I feel like we just started season 2 and we already banged it out. I mean, part of it was because we're 4 ahead. Check
Right.
it out on Patreon. But this series has been very short this time around. I feel like
It's definitely been. I think because we've been growing the characters so well.
Yeah.
You
just notice the time just fly by.
Yeah, the time flew by because we actually have a lot of character arcs happening that didn't happen in the first season.
Sure.
Right. We had a lot of fish out of water, stuff the first season, and it was hilarious, and we loved it. It was a great time. It was really funny. But this one and this season was different. We started getting into, okay, now these characters are going to start growing.
Yeah, get adjusted to their environments.
Right.
It's been a much slower pace this time around. Less goofy situations.
Yeah. With the exception of, I think, the milk episode.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you're right. I felt like it was less goofy, but still hilarious.
No, absolutely.
I had a great time. Moira's nudes was probably one of my favorite episodes of the show so far.
That Johnny had one stashed away the whole time.
No, it's been a lot of fun, but we're seeing more from the characters. David and Lexi both have jobs now.
They do, yeah,
which is really cool.
Well, I guess David got a big payout.
That's true. David is unemployed. He had a job and then running out of business.
40 G's.
Got 40 G's. Yeah, 40 G's to destroy a retail business is not a bad deal. Welcome to Wall Street America.
Right.
And then Moira is going to be on City Council. I'm looking forward to seeing that in the next season. I feel like there's a lot of comic area you can mine with Moira kind of being in charge. Oh, of course not. Yeah, especially when she knew she was going to be hanging out with Roland the whole time. This way, how Johnny let her know. Like, by the way, you and Roland are going to be spending a lot of time together, and she looked totally mortified. So I'm looking forward to seeing where the show goes.
Yeah, always still the finale. So hopefully she sticks with it. And the next season, if she's on council, it'll be really cool to see what kind of situation she gets involved in that way.
My God, because just her kind of having that type of power and influence over a town that she clearly does not like.
It's growing on her. I feel like she's the one that likes the town more than anybody.
She's begrudgingly starting to admit that she's joined a choir, she's joined city council. There's no way she can say, I really hate this town. No, you're endearing yourself to the town and you know it. Just accept it. Accept love.
Accept love, Moira.
We do want to welcome some new Patreon subscribers this week, guys. So, Ritwik, Dia Karuni, sorry if I got that wrong, Kia, Devin, Brian P., Rachel, and David, thank you so much and welcome.
Welcome, guys.
Yeah, we really, really do appreciate it.
And if you are watching this on YouTube, why don't you do us a favor? Hit that like button, leave us a comment down below, and please, please, please hit that subscribe button.
Absolutely. If you want full-length reaction to this and all the other content that we're watching, please check out a link to our Patreon below. On all of our series that we're doing, we are 4 episodes ahead over on Patreon. Yep. So if you get to the end of this or any other video and want to keep going, the Patreon link is a good way to go. You will need your own copy to source with. We can't show any video or audio for copyright purposes. We are watching on Hulu, so that would be a really good way to go for this particular show. But all the shows we're watching, we're streaming, so they're all available to stream. So depending on what streaming services you have, Patreon is a really good way to go for you to watch full lengths along with us.
And for those of you on Patreon that have been wondering, we haven't dropped anything.
Right.
Like I said, we're a little behind. We haven't dropped a thing. We're still getting everything out to you weekly.
Yeah. In the region of the world we live in, we had several illnesses blow through, and Joe and I independently were not immune to them.
No,
there were different days and different stretches where each of us were sick through there, which slowed down not only the recording but the editing too. Because let's face it, there were days I almost couldn't move.
Plus, you just get busy with work. So.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But
thanks for understanding.
But Patreon, by the time you're seeing this, everything's completely caught up on Patreon, and we're getting there on YouTube. We're still editing and putting videos up, so all is still well. All is still there. No shows have been dropped.
Kids, it happens to be our anniversary today, so it might be a nice idea if you wished your mother a happy anniversary.
Okay, but why are we wishing her a happy anniversary?
What?
Isn't that something that you two are supposed to say to each other?
Are you ready?
Oh my God!
Yes, sweetheart.
She looks like the man with no name.
Seriously.
Congratulations on your ongoing love for one another.
She looks like she's straight out of like Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
We're gifting you a dinner.
At the most exclusive eatery in Elmdale.
That's really nice.
That is nice.
Thank you, Roland. We accept.
There's a catch.
Terrific. So we'll pick you up around 7.
There it is.
Yeah, we have a coupon.
Well, it would be fun if today were not our anniversary.
Wow, happy anniversary.
You know, the coupon expires in 3 weeks, so...
In 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
You have fun, you guys.
It expires in 3 weeks. Let's go right now.
I would not go out with Roland and his wife on my anniversary.
No, not the anniversary.
Yeah.
That headshot got me a 2-episode arc on a TV series.
What series?
Dateline.
Dateline?
Performance was so riveting, people thought I actually was the value mark victim.
Oh my god.
Bet that got you laid. Matt's having a soiree?
I'm sure you're invited.
Yeah. No. Why wouldn't I be?
Because you broke up with him?
Do I attend the party hosted by the guy that you left me for?
No, you don't.
No, I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
So, like, if he didn't invite
Happy
Alexis, but he
anniversary,
invited
sweetheart.
Ted,
Darling.
would
what
you
a
go?
sweet gesture.
He didn't invite her.
Precursor, no doubt,
still wouldn't
to
go?
something
Yeah.
more grand planned.
I booked a restaurant
Oh
in
my
Elmdale.
God.
It's supposed to be very fancy.
The one that Roland and Jocelyn just told us about? Sort of a Lady and the Tramp meets 9.5 weeks.
Could you for one second believe that I would not have planned something? Hi, Rose, party of 2?
Yeah, we spoke on the phone this afternoon. You're lucky we had that cancellation.
Do with it, yeah.
Could have been.
Maybe next time.
Well, cheers to that.
Moira.
Yeah, here we go.
God.
What are you guys doing here?
Well,
I don't know why like, Stevie and David try to make each other jealous. Like, if
Right.
you like each other, just like each other, man.
Right.
Smells like grass in here.
And I feel like this was improv. The
Probably,
dancing
yeah.
here.
I hope they played some music on set, because most of the time they don't.
Oh, yeah, it's like the
Party
dance
scenes,
with
it's
nothing,
just-
yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
that was great.
What a great finale,
That
man.
was just a feel-good episode.
I was about to say exactly the same thing.
It ended like a romantic comedy or something, you know?
Yeah, it kind of did. This was the best thing, and I think by far, obviously, that we've seen from Johnny.
Oh, yeah. Big
as,
time.
as far as standing up and being because he's always been a decent guy.
I
you know?
love that.
But
I did.
he really showed some strength there.
I feel like this whole season and this episode in particular is about acceptance.
Yeah,
And
it
I-
is. And he was the last one.
And it was such a glorious moment of acceptance, too. He stood up for Roland and Jocelyn, you know?
And himself.
And he
yeah.
was right. Yeah,
Yeah, he was
exactly.
completely
They
right,
were
yeah.
completely right. Like, literally, they were so courteous to them. And I feel like going into the next season, they're going to be closer.
They have to be, right? That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. It was
I mean,
fantastic.
I feel like Roland might have missed the point a little bit.
No, sure. That's Roland. You know what I
right.
mean?
Roland's always going to miss the point a little bit. Jocelyn certainly didn't.
She
Jocelyn
appreciated it.
understood the moment and the magnitude of it,
Yeah.
for sure. So I agree, and I think that moment really helped them reconnect with Mutt a little bit.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, that was so cool, too, because I don't
Yeah.
think we've ever really seen Mutt and Roland together.
I don't think we've ever seen them together. I was thinking about that when we saw it. It's like we've seen Jocelyn
And
and
Mutt.
they hugged that one time
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Alexis was spying, but that was it.
Yeah.
This was the first time we've seen, I think, unless I missed something or misremembering, that Mutt and Roland have been together.
Yeah. There was that one throwaway line earlier this season where he's like, I was taking my boy for an ice cream cone. And he's
Right,
like,
your 30-year-old boy? Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. I really enjoyed that.
That was a really strong moment from Johnny. What a perfect finale.
I want to see the dynamic between everybody going forward, not just between Roland and Jocelyn with Johnny and Moira, but Mutt, Alexis, Ted, Alexis, David and Stevie. Like, they put all the characters in a very interesting place.
Well, I feel like this is the first time Johnny's really shown any honest humility at all.
Yeah.
And so I kind of am looking forward to seeing where he goes from now. After,
Yeah.
like, he not only admitted his station, which he hasn't really done before,
Yeah.
but did it to a person he otherwise would have felt embarrassed to do it to.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, he really owned up to his shame there a little bit.
What's that expression? It's like sometimes you have to lose everything before you realize you have
Yeah,
something. You know?
yeah.
And that's very much true of this show.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because we kind of thought the whole point was like Johnny was gonna, get a big idea, and that was kind of what they were
He may
gearing
not
towards.
now. Now I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Maybe in the long run that's the idea, but like, no, like it wasn't the point at all.
No.
Like I said, it was about acceptance and knowing your place here in this town, and it's fine. We've got 3 more seasons left?
3 or 4. I'm not sure if it's 5 or 6. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, regardless, we've got a whole show left.
I think it's 6 seasons. I think it's what it is.
And I just want to see what they're doing in the town. Like, I just want to see them
right.
interact.
It doesn't have to be about escaping the town.
Exactly. At this point, it doesn't have to be. Right.
Yeah.
It's about interactions in the town.
It's interesting that, remember when the first season ended, the family was completely fractured. David ran away.
Yeah.
And like they were all having a moment of crisis. And at the end of this season, they're all coming together.
I loved it.
I did too.
I loved it.
This felt really good. Yeah.
It felt amazing. Like I was getting all wet-eyed and stuff. You know, it was a great episode, guys.
Yeah, and I really like the fact that John called out those people for being awful. Because they were.
They were awful. It is a nice restaurant. Half decent restaurant.
We're out having dinner.
Friends.
You're you're sitting here complaining and making fun of everything, and you didn't help us out when we needed it. I mean, that's a big deal. Like, your life falls apart and your friends don't even call you or email you to see how you're doing.
That's not your friends.
That's not your friend. That is not a friend.
No, and I like that he held him accountable, too.
Completely. That was a perfect episode.
He saved the money to the very end, too. He's like, not a phone call, not an email, not a nickel.
Yeah, you did nothing for us.
Yeah.
Some friend.
Right? Yeah.
I am very excited to see where season 3 goes now.
Me too.
Because I really feel like the characters took massive leap forwards in their relationships, especially Johnny with himself.
Yeah.
Because we've said many times in the season, he's been kind of insecure and flailing a little bit this season compared to the other 3. Like he's the one that can't find his footing in any way. I think just owning himself a little bit helped him find it right there.
I do really hope though that he does have something to do in the town.
Oh, he will completely. There's no way that he's just the sad sack for the whole way through.
Yeah,
the show.
Exactly. Like find something. David and Alexis can get jobs, so
right.
Johnny.
That's what I'm saying. It may not be the big $1 billion idea that he's expecting it to be, and that we kind of were a little bit, but it could be something like he starts his own business. And it's just it's something that works in the town. You know,
as long as we get more Bob.
And we'll see more Bob. Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.